everyone, it's Goodie Box Day from our sponsor VCG Resins by Reese. This is my very first goodie box from Josh, but by no means my first time dealing with the awesome stuff that VCG makes. So let's get on with it and see what Josh sent, shall we? First we find his striking card with all his information on it. Josh Reese, VCGresins.com. His email is vcgresins@yahoo.com. Check him out on Instagram and Facebook as well, all under VCG Resins by Reese. As we open the box, we find the mason jars that are my signature, and you will find one in every build I do. Next is 7-inch LED headlamps and some 5.75-inch LEDs. Here's a neat little gem in celebration of the season. Very cool. Now we come to what look like bomber-style seats. Also, a brush guard for what looks like a 70s to 80s Ford. Some starters and alternators as well. Some cool VCG plates and car club style plaques. Now, while I lay this out, let's have a word from our sponsor, VCG Resins by Reese. Sponsor Spotlight. VCG Resins by Reese. Parts that stand out, service that stands by you. Check out the VCG Resins website. There are great quality products at great prices and amazing customer service. Before you cash out, be sure to use our one-of-a-kind Dirt Road Cinderella discount code and get 10% off your order. The discount code is DRC1024. That's DRC1024. Now back to the channel. Welcome back. First, let's start with the Halloween bundle.
The witch is back! And there's hell to pay.
Check out this witch's broom. Such great detail. This is very cool, and I think to myself that stuff like this might be cool with some of the D&D figures that folks paint. After landing our broom, we find the cauldron ready for our next recipe. And here's where we keep said recipe, in the grimoire. Check out the detail. It is even latched shut. The ever-faithful jack-o'-lantern ready to stand sentry. This piece needs to be lit up, I think. A couple extra whole pumpkins will be useful for making pumpkin juice or maybe even a pie. Oh, now I'm hungry. Moving on. Now we have our garlic, which serves many purposes in a witch's world. Now check out how awesome this little dude is. Wow, such detail. This is very cool indeed. I wonder if this was someone who crossed a witch. This is a very cool bundle. I did forget, however, to film the glassware that comes with this bundle, and it will appear later in this video. Here we have the 7-inch quad torch headlamps. There are 4 of these little gems in the pack. I think this is neat and could add a lot of updated realism to a project. But maybe the 7-inch is too big and you want the 5 3/4-inch LEDs instead. Well, that's okay because he sent them too. Such great detail. These remind me of the lights in our Equinox. They even have what look like cooling fins on the rear of them. Next is the 5th generation F-Series grill guard. If I am not mistaken, that's the bump side era F-Series. Late 60s to the early or mid 70s, but I bet this could be fit to any F-Series up through the early 80s. A very clean and crisp piece here, very cool. The starters that VCG makes always amazes me with the detail. Many kit starters almost seem like an afterthought to a kit. These are like little models in themselves. In this little alternator pack, there are 3 different styles of alternators. Each is beautifully detailed and strikingly different from each other. I love having these in my part stash. Moving on, we find something I hadn't seen before. Bomber-style bench seats. These seats are awesome and come with a cushion, so you can get a little nicer ride. But if you're an old schooler, then you can remove them and run just a metal seat. The cushions are tight, and I scratched the seat getting them out. That's okay for now. They still need primer and paint anyways. This would make a very cool addition to your build. It even has cup holders. Think I will put these in a 29 to 32 Ford at some point. Now we have VCG Resins plates from Colorado, which is where Josh makes his home. Here is the car club plaque with VCG on it. I hope I can do with this what I see in my mind's eye. There are two smaller ones which are about license plate sized. Maybe that is what they are meant to be, a decorative plate. That's very nice. Remember, I told you that I forgot to film the glassware that came with the Halloween bundle? Well, here they are, and truly fantastic is what they are. I am really in love with these clear details. Lastly, we find something very, very special to me, the mason jars. Check it out, they are hollow. I never dreamed that was even possible. Josh is always amazing me with his stuff. These mason jars are my build signature, as I mentioned before. They have changed a few times over the years, but for at least the last 20 years, there has been a mason jar or sometimes a case of them in every vehicle I have built. And these will be the new standard in my signature. I'm going to need to buy a punch so that I can make lids for these. Thank you, Josh. I am honored that you made these for me. Once they are detailed and clear-coated, they will be the best ever. Well, folks, that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. Please be sure to check out VCG Resins by Reese. And if you find something you like, remember to use discount code DRC1024 to get 10% off your order. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, keep your blades sharp and your fingers clear. Later, y'all. Sponsor Spotlight. VCG Resins by Reese. Parts that stand out, service that stands by you. Check out the VCG Resins website. There are great quality products at great prices and amazing customer service. Before you cash out, be sure to use our one-of-a-kind Dirt Road Cinderella discount code and get 10% off your order. The discount code is DRC1024. That's DRC1024. Now back to the channel. Edited, produced, and narrated by Carrie Ann Packard.